Imagine a place so massive, it could swallow entire European countries whole. A land where snow blankets mountaintops, while deserts scorch the ground just miles away. This isn't a continent, it's a single U.S. state. Welcome to Texas. And today, we're going to uncover 50 geography facts that will make you question everything you thought you knew. Texas is enormous. If it were a country, it would be the 39th largest in the world, bigger than the United Kingdom, and nearly as large as France and Germany combined. Driving across Texas takes longer than crossing some European nations from end to end. And it's not just wide, it's wild. Texas experiences more tornadoes than any other U.S. state, with an average of 140 twisters touching down each year. That's more than all of Western Europe combined. Here, the sky doesn't just change, it attacks. And forget the dry cowboy stereotype. Texas has over 360 miles of lush coastline on the Gulf of Mexico. Think palm trees, sandy beaches, and waves crashing against island towns like Galveston. It's not just desert, it's paradise, too. In far west Texas, the Davis Mountains stretch over 8,000 feet high. And yes, they get snow. You could literally ski in Texas, and then drive a few hours to a beach. Where else can you do that? The eastern part of the state is an entirely different world. Big Thicket National Preserve is so lush, so dense, it's been called the biological crossroads of North America. Over 1,000 plant species, swampy cypress groves, and yes, alligators. Even further south lies South Padre Island, a tropical getaway just north of Mexico. Turquoise water, palm trees, dolphins. It looks more like the Bahamas than the United States. And yet, it's 100% Texas. All this variety isn't by accident. Texas has 10 different ecological regions, from pine forests and prairies to deserts and coastal plains. It's like compressing all of Europe into one mega landscape. And the landscape is alive. The Rio Grande River defines the U.S.-Mexico border, but it shifts. In 1899, it moved so dramatically that American land suddenly ended up in Mexico. Maps had to be redrawn. The land didn't change, the river did. Then there's Thurber, once a thriving coal town. When the mines dried up, the entire town disappeared, swallowed by time. Today, it's just underground ruins and ghost stories. And while Texas may be grounded in ranches and oil rigs, it also reaches for the stars. In the remote west lies the McDonald Observatory, one of the best stargazing sites on Earth. NASA uses it to study the cosmos under skies clearer than glass. But not all is still. Houston, the fourth largest city in America, is sinking. Literally, the clay soil, combined with excessive water pumping, has caused some areas to drop over 10 feet in the last century. And if you visit Lake Meredith, be careful. Deep below its surface are geothermal vents so hot, they've boiled fish alive. Locals whisper about it. Scientists call it rare. We just call it terrifying. Hidden beneath the plains lies one of the largest freshwater systems in the world, the Ogallala Aquifer. It stretches under 8 states. Millions of people drink from a hidden ocean they can't even see. And then there's the road where gravity seems broken. Near Fort Worth, on Gravity Hill, cars roll uphill when left in neutral. Science says it's just an illusion. But try it yourself, and tell me it doesn't feel like something supernatural. Want volcanoes? Texas had them. Ancient, yes, but still visible in Big Bend. Hardened lava fields, rocky cones, and deep craters remain. Once, this land burned, and it carved out one of the most stunning secrets in America, Palo Duro Canyon. It's 120 miles long, over 800 feet deep, and second in size only to the Grand Canyon. But most tourists don't even know it exists. Every few years, the desert near Big Bend explodes into a wildflower superbloom. One rainfall is all it takes, and suddenly, a sea of pink, purple, and gold stretches across the dust. Blink, and it vanishes the next day. In North Texas, some areas get struck by lightning more than any other place, and the U.S. radio towers have been hit hundreds of times. Scientists call it Lightning Alley. Texans just watch the sky and wait. Then there are the sand dunes. At Monaghan Sandhill State Park, massive dunes stretch for miles, and they move with the wind. It's like a miniature Sahara, but with cowboy boots and pickup trucks. And that's just the beginning, because next we'll travel to Meteor Craters, caves that breathe, rivers that vanish underground, and a tornado made of bats. Texas doesn't just surprise you, it overwhelms you. Texas isn't done shocking us. Let's keep going. Deep in West Texas lies a town called Odessa. A few miles outside of it, a crater. But not just any hole. A meteor slammed into this land around 63,000 years ago, leaving behind a massive dent in the earth. It's called the Odessa Meteor Crater, and it's still visible today. Nearby, in the caverns of central Texas, lies the Devil's Sinkhole, a vertical cave over 400 feet deep. But what makes it insane? At dusk, over 3 million bats spiral out of it in a swirling tornado of wings and shadows. It's nature's horror movie in real life. And speaking of caves, let's talk about Natural Bridge Caverns, the largest commercial cave system in Texas. It has its own underground climate, its own echo chamber, and chambers so large they could fit a jet plane. And yes, it's still growing. Then there's the bizarre case of the Lano uplift, a giant granite dome pushed up from below the Earth's crust. It's ancient, older than the Rocky Mountains. Standing on it is like standing on Earth's forgotten history. And that history includes rivers that disappear. The Devil's River is one of the cleanest in America, but in dry seasons, parts of it vanish underground and reappear miles later. It's a freshwater phantom. Even crazier, there's a lake in Texas that sometimes turns pink. Lake Hillier? Nope. This is Lake Colorado City, and certain algae blooms and salinity shifts can tint the water shocking shades of pink or red. Yes, it's real. Now head south to the Rio Grande Valley. Did you know it's a subtropical zone? Banana trees, citrus orchards, and parrots flying wild. It's more like Central America than the U.S. The air is thick. The soil, perfect for avocados. And if you go east to the Gulf Coast, you'll find barrier islands like Mustang Island and Padre Island, the longest barrier island in the world. It stretches over 100 miles. The dunes shift with time, and the tides rewrite the land. Now picture this, an entire forest petrified into stone. In certain parts of West Texas, fossilized what lies just below the ground. Over 100 million years old. Trees that turn to rock, buried under ancient seas. Speaking of oceans, Texas was once completely underwater. During the Cretaceous period, the western interior seaway ran right through it. Fossils of ancient sea monsters, like mosasaurs and ammonites, are found all over central Texas. Then there's the Texas Hill Country, known for its rivers and spring-fed swimming holes. But some, like Jacob's Well, are more than they seem. It's a natural spring that goes down over 140 feet, leading to a cave system so dangerous, multiple divers have died back above ground. The Guadalupe Mountains rise in silent majesty. Towering cliffs, steep ridges, and hidden canyons. It's home to the tallest point in Texas, Guadalupe Peak, standing at 8,751 feet. It's higher than any point east of the Rockies. And in the nearby Salt Flats, you'll find salt basin dunes, pure white sand, glowing under moonlight. At first glance, it looks like snow until the desert heat hits you. Here's another wild one. In Texas, there's a town called Marfa where mysterious lights appear in the night sky. Scientists have tried to explain them, but even today, they flicker, dance, and vanish without warning. UFO? Reflection? Nobody knows. Further north, you'll find Caprock Canyons, a place where red rocks glow at sunset and wild bison roam freely. It's home to the official Texas state bison herd, descendants of animals nearly wiped out by the 1800s. Then there's the Cadillac Ranch, technically an art piece near Amarillo. It features classic Cadillacs buried nose first into the ground. Why? Geography, culture, rebellion. It's all mixed in. Tourists are encouraged to spray paint them. Back to geology. Have you heard of Enchanted Rock? It's a massive pink granite dome that seems to rise out of nowhere. Local legends say it's haunted. Scientists say it's one of the oldest exposed rocks in North America. And here's a fun twist. Parts of Texas actually use central, mountain, and unofficial time zones, depending on how remote they are. That's right. In Big Bend, hikers often carry 2 watches. Now imagine hiking the Lost Maples State Natural Area during fall. Yes, fall colors in Texas, with red, orange, and yellow maples lighting up the valleys. Locals wait all year to catch it at peak. Want even more extremes? In Presidio, summer temperatures regularly top 115 degrees Fahrenheit 46 degrees Celsius. But up in Amarillo, winter blizzards shut down entire highways. Texas has one of the widest climate ranges in the U.S. And under the surface, oil isn't the only thing flowing. Texas has one of the largest natural gas reserves in the country. Some towns were literally built on top of pressurized pockets. And every so often, the earth hisses. Now here's a fact few Texans even know. There are over 2,700 named streams in Texas and 15 major rivers. And yet, much of West Texas is a desert. It's water, but only where nature allows it. And we're not done. There's a massive lake, Toledo Bend Reservoir, that sits on the Texas-Louisiana border. It's so big, it looks like an inland sea. But it's man-made. A dam transformed it from forest to flood. Another human creation? The Houston Ship Channel, one of the busiest waterways in the U.S. It connects Houston to the Gulf of Mexico and moves over 200 million tons of cargo annually. That's geography fueling economy. In fact, geography is the reason Texas has over 730 airports, more than any other state. Why? Because the land is that big and that isolated. And finally this. In Bracken Cave, near San Antonio, lives the largest bat colony on Earth. Over 20 million bats swirl out every night, darkening the sky like a black river. Farmers love them. They devour mosquitoes and pests by the millions. So what is Texas? It's not just a state. It's a planet, with snow and sand, rivers and craters, deserts and jungles, all stitched together by time and heat. And whether you're in Berlin, Boston, or Birmingham, you've never seen anything quite like it. If this blew your mind, wait till you see what else America's hiding. Hit that subscribe button for more insane geography, lost history, and untold stories from around the world. Drop a like if you learned something new, and let me know in the comments. Which Texas fact shocked you the most? This was just Texas. Next we go global. Globe showing Europe, Africa. Stay curious. Stay wild.